Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing my first video in a new series called Bookstore Tours, where I will be taking you on tours around independent bookstores all around the country. Our first stop today is going to be Vroman's bookstore in the beautiful Pasadena, California. So come with me on this adventure. I know a lot of bookstores love their coffee, which I'm a chai tea girl if I do say so myself, and I love, there's something so comforting about getting a cup of coffee or getting a tea and taking a stroll through the bookstore. But I love the idea of grabbing a glass of wine and just relaxing with a good book. The only thing that would make it better is if I was sitting in a bathtub. Oh, I love that they have shirts here. This is something that I wish Barnes & Nobles had, at least my Barnes & Nobles. They have a bunch of different kinds, it looks like. A bunch of Bookish stuff, which I love. I'm definitely gonna have to pick me up one of those. So they have a bunch of really cute Bookish stuff. They got a bunch of really cute stickers. Oh my goodness, what is this mug? Coffee mugs are also my weakness. I may just have to buy that. I don't think I've ever seen a coffee cup so true for me. They have a bunch of really cute bookmarks. They got some more mugs. Those are super cute. They also have a bunch of pins, which I may need to pick one up for my lanyard at work. I am also a writer, and I just saw this sticker, "Easy Reading is Damn Hard Writing" by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and I could not, this sticker is so ridiculously accurate. If you're a writer, you know what I mean. Oh my goodness, I need to show you this pen. So these are all super cute. I love the narwhal, but I mean, come on. Do I need this one for my lanyard at work? I think I do. I love all their little knickknacks. You know, I love things that help me express my love for books and the bookish world just in my everyday life. And I'm obsessed with bookish knickknacks. So this is really cool. They call it the Home Emporium. It's a huge section just for stuff for your home. And if you're an avid reader, like I'm assuming most of you are, you know that you gotta have some bookish stuff for your home. Hence my absolute love of coffee mugs. I know some people don't like a bunch of home stuff in their bookstores. I do personally, because I like to have a bunch of bookish stuff in my home. You know, it makes me happy to be surrounded by this stuff. And that's one thing I really love about this bookstore. They have such a wide selection of stuff for your home, even stuff that's not necessarily book related, but they just have some really beautiful stuff. They also have a whole section for stationery and pens, which I absolutely love. Let's take a look. One thing I do appreciate about this bookstore is that there's so many little nooks and crannies around here that just have random things that you might not think that they would have, but you know, it always gives you something to look forward to because you never know as you walk around what you're gonna find. upstairs, so I think we're gonna have to go check it out. This is where they do a bunch of signings, it looks like, and events. It's a beautiful wide open space, very light, very spacious. I thought it looks like they might be expanding. They got some more goodies over here. Such a cool little area though. This is definitely, if I was an author, where I would love to have a book signing. I mean, look at that. You gotta love the chandelier. They have this display case called From the Vroman's Archive. So it's this beautiful glass display case. It's got some name tags, some beautiful pictures. Clearly this is things, you know, from people who were really important to this store. There's some really cool notes in here. Inventory control cards. Looks like a deposit slip. Oh my goodness, look at all these pictures. At the grand opening of the remodeled Romans in 1996. That's fantastic. Old-timey gift certificate. Welcome packet. This is just so neat to see this history here. You know, it really shows that this is an independent bookstore with a very long history and a very important history. You know, this store means a lot to a lot of people, and this is just amazing, and it really shows that they value that. So this is their gorgeous kids section, it looks like. Got some puzzles over here. Oh, I lied, it's not kids, it's games and puzzles, which I'm a massive fan of. I love my puzzles. And young adult. This and romance is where you would find me hanging out most of the time. I really like that puzzle too. I might just have to pick that up. They got some amazing YA reads here. Oh my goodness, I just bought this one the other day. Love this one. This one is 2 books away on my TBR list. I also have this one, and I'm currently reading These Violent Delights, and I love it so far. Also, if you haven't read Pride and Premeditation, read it. It's fantastic. This section right here is the section that just makes me feel at home when I'm in a bookstore. Like I said, this is the section that if you need to find me, this is where I'll be. And just look at this. I mean, for a reader, just being able to stand here and, you know, quietly and very slowly peruse the shelves, it's so comforting. Oh my goodness, I could spend all day in here. They also have a ladder. I don't know why, but this makes me so incredibly happy. There are just shelves upon shelves upon shelves of books, hardbacks, paperbacks, and it's just, they have such a huge selection. They have such a huge space. It makes me so happy. One thing I do really like is that they do have a lot of hardbacks. I know in some bookstores, once the paperbacks come out, hardbacks take up a lot of space, and they are more expensive than paperbacks. But I love here that it seems like they have a very equal kind of percentage of hardbacks and paperbacks. That makes me happy because personally, I'm a hardback reader. I will buy hardbacks any day over paperback, but just, it makes me happy. I also really love this. They have a whole section of employee picks specifically for kids' books. I mean, look at this. We do have some YA over here, some middle grade. Got some kids' books over here. That's fantastic. They also have some weekly bestsellers and some employee picks that aren't just adults. So this is the kids section. Oh, I love this series. Who Was series, Who Was Beatrix Potter, Who Was Helen Keller, What Is the Story of Batman. I love those books so much. And it's in the stars. Some nice activity books, some nice beautiful books about the sky. And look at this gorgeous mural over here. Oh my goodness, I wish every bookstore I went to had a beautiful one like this. You got some Mother Goose, you got some Peter Rabbit. Oh my goodness, this is just gorgeous. And this is super cool. They have a little sign over here. It's up by kids. where it shows the live in-person and online events. These are all the events they have coming up. That's super cool. They also have a massive card section. They also got some bags over here, some very colorful bags, which are gorgeous. I mean, look at all of these cards. Look at these. If you need a card, this is the place to come. So now we're coming down here on this other side of the staircase. And oh, this view is gorgeous. Books to change your life. I highly recommend The Alchemist. Sorry, my finger was a little close there. This book is fantastic. The Four Agreements is also wonderful. Can't go wrong with Brene Brown, but also Jay Shetty. His book is amazing. If you haven't listened to Jay Shetty's podcast On Purpose, listen to it. It's fantastic. It really makes you think, but he's such a kind and genuine soul. It's amazing. This is also another section you're gonna always find me in, apart from the YA fantasy. The romance section. I never really used to be a straight romance reader, but I always needed romance in my YA fantasy books for me to really take an interest to it. Until my friend Mila told me to read this one book, and I completely fell in love with it. It was the Brown Sisters trilogy by Talia Hibbert. It's fantastic. There's 3 books. Each book is about a different Brown sister. But ever since then, I was absolutely hooked. And now probably 60 to 75% of what I buy is romance. You gotta find the right one to really get you started, and then it's all downhill from there. They do have another cashier section over here. I don't know if you can see that. That's awesome that they don't just have it in one spot. That depending on what you buy, if you only have to come in on one side of the store and you're over here and there's a line at the other one, you can totally switch up cashiers. That's awesome, and it makes sense too. It helps kind of divide the line. Okay everyone, so they are closing soon for inventory, so let's go purchase the stuff we found. These are so cool. Look at these. They're little first edition matchboxes. I would never use them, but I would totally buy them just to collect them and just keep them in my office. Those are so cute. So I just got done checking out and I found this section. I actually walked right past it. I am in love with this. I've seen these pillows around for the different states, different cities, but I've never seen the straight up Los Angeles one. I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Look at the detail on that. And then they also have a bunch of different things. They have it in hand towel. Oh, that glass is gorgeous. One day I'm gonna have to pull the plug and buy it, but not today because I already bought a bunch of different little things that I'm super excited for, and I spent way too much money here. Okay everyone, so thank you so much for coming. That was just my brief little tour of romance over here in Pasadena on Colorado Street. I'm in love. Granted, I'm in love with any bookstore, if I'm being honest with me. I feel like you can't really go wrong. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a brief little tour to kind of get you acquainted. Like I said, this is going to be a whole series. Wherever I travel, I'm going to go into these bookstores and support them, give you guys a beautiful view of all the different things. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this episode, please subscribe and like this video. And there's definitely going to be more in the future coming. We'll see you soon.